beloved brothers and sisters. Welcome to the taxi ride. I am jumping on quickly to talk about renegotiations of guidance and contracts, and not from a place of manipulation or from a place of not actually wanting to listen to the highest guidance. So I'm going to wait for a couple of brothers and sisters to arrive on. I am Geeia Ariati. I am of sound heart and sound mind, and I am the assigned oracle for the 144. I also would like to share that I do work with not just women but men, and I work in the way of being a dharmic soul guide. So aligning individuals to their soul mission, aligning individuals to their dharmic path, and that level of devotion is required to meet someone internally and externally simultaneously, and the release of all of the layers of distortion in the way of that. So if you are joining in, please comment below, please let me know that you're watching. And
pokoknya nggak bisa dipakai. Passwordnya saya lupa ya. Nggak ada semua bu, kayak begitu bu.
What it is that you're currently traversing. I'd love to know the theme of the shadow that you're traversing, knowing that we are in the dark feminine, internally and externally, and there is going to be some pretty uncomfortable root chakra awarenesses that are provided within your experience. So the root chakra being that of the dark feminine, the dark masculine, that requires to be witnessed in love through the eyes of God, and to fully cultivate that and hold that and anchor that in, that means meeting some very, very shadowy parts of ourselves, very volatile parts of ourselves, the parts of ourselves that we don't speak out aloud because we're fearful of judgment, or we're fearful of hurting someone, or acting out in them. If we speak them out loud, we think that we'll manifest it. That is a false illusion. If you speak an energy out, it actually allows it to leave your energy field in a safe way. You can do this with mirror work as a way of expressing frequency and getting it out of your body. You could do this in the fact that if there are things within internal distortions, when you speak them out, it actually allows it to alchemize and synergize. So, in regards to contracts, what we are looking at is that when you have a contract and you find it and you're looking at it and it feels like truth, but it's also like, at the moment, this actually doesn't feel to be synergistic to my current reality. So this might be you have a divine union or a twin flame relationship, and you're looking at the other person and they're just not at the level that you can be in a twin flame relationship. There's an incongruency. Maybe they're not choosing, and it would be a turbulent experience. It wouldn't be in alignment with your highest path forward. What you would do is you would recognize that there's a contract there, and yes, there's a possibility that it is of the highest timeline to be in that contract, but it might be a not now, or it might be I currently can't choose this, but if things shift and move within my experience, what is required? And so what you do is you sit and you actually speak to Source, and you ask Source, what is it that is needed that this contract that I've become aware of is not feeling in the full body sacred yes of my being at the moment. How can I renegotiate this or look at it from a place of sovereign choice? So contracts, we can release ourselves from, because they're technically bindings and we feel entrapped by them, and they are a place of feeling contained in a box of no choice universe. So what happens with these different things, I had a divine union once that came up, and we had these beautiful templates and this vision forward, and we had a pretty icky history, and so when it came up, it was like, I'm not sure about that. I need to sit with that. He needs to sit with that. We didn't have a timeline pressure point. So sometimes when you see these, you'll have to choose them from sovereign free will, and they will have a timeline pressure point. Other times there's, okay, you can sit with it, break the contracted agreement and realign to an arrangement with Source of what does this look like, okay? If we're not divine union, now what can we be in agreement of? And choose what is true in alignment with each individual source connection. And so we renegotiated at the time that we would be support people for each other in our mission forward. And we actually decided that it wasn't true for us to be in a divine union relationship. Now, when you have guidance, and some of you are like, oh, you're eating food, right? My guidance was I needed to do a 14-day juice cleanse or a complete liquid cleanse to purify my body of any residual energies from any animal mutation of my genes, anything that's happened within my genetics in relation to eating animal flesh and the blood in relation to not clarifying my body into a 5D vessel. 5D vessels are vegan, they are plant-based, they are mostly charged off the sun, very little need for water, sleep, all the things, right? You are fully connected to your chi and you run in that way. Now, I did a full day, 24 hours, and because I am so highly sensitive, I'm in a new country, I haven't got a stable place of grounding for where I'm staying. Energetically, I'm holding a lot, I'm transmuting a lot, I'm still moving through my own processes. There is all these different aspects that are happening. It didn't feel true for me at that time. I was feeling, I know when something is fully aligned and guided with me, it's not forced, right? My body will be, oh yes, juice cleanse, this is so exactly what I need. But it might be hard because I'm purging or bringing things up. There's a challenge there, but it's a knowing, it's a full body, yes, I need to do this, this feels good. It was a not now for me. It was actually causing more on my nervous system, my stress levels, fatigue, and my brain wasn't functioning. And I can't be of service by forcing myself to do something that wasn't in full direct alignment. So I sat down and had a conversation with, okay, why was I being guided to do this? What information did I not receive that I was unwilling to fully receive in that moment that would show me a more easeful path to doing this so that I can be supportive? And it was like, okay, we are going into completely vegan diet. We are taking all substances, so no more alcohol, no more plant medicine, which was very rare anyway, but absolutely zero of those mind-altering experiences because I no longer need them at where I sit within myself. And what other aspects of this can I do until my body is prepared to go into a 14-day juice cleanse that would be supportive of my experience and all of the people in it? So that would be a renegotiation. Is when there is something that is not a full body sacred yes in all of your cells, you sit down and you go, this doesn't feel completely true. What is the awareness? What am I missing? How can this look differently? What do I need to clear within myself in a belief system? Or what is it that is being provided of a middle way? Because our source guidance will not necessarily lead us into what we want, but what we need. So we will receive messages how we can receive them at that time. So we're spoken to through source in the way that we will actually listen. And sometimes that is leading you into things that you are going to meet a shadow. You will meet contrast intentionally so that you can move through and purify your being. So that was my little quick live. If you're feeling the call to any support, I know I haven't jumped on with any of the prophetic visions. I haven't been stable enough, and awareness that there was some delays based on the collective choices. Also sitting with knowing that there's been some timeline shifts. I haven't had a chance to tune into it over the last few days. There has been some really big transformations and some different activations of things within the earth. So a new earth grid, some different crystalline expressions. So this allows for the chakra systems and the energy lines to move differently. And I do not have a current new update of what any of that looks like. And when I do, I will share it. Other than that, I love you. I love you. I love you. Have an amazing day.